Have you ever wondered why some people can eat less, move more, and still not lose fat? The answer lies in one silent, powerful hormone: insulin. Insulin's job is to help your body store energy, but when it stays too high for too long, your body locks away fat instead of burning it. Think of it like a switch. When insulin is high, the fat burn switch is off. When insulin drops, the switch flips on. And suddenly, your body becomes a fat-burning machine. Now, here's where the next-gen insulin trick comes in. Modern science has revealed that it's not just what you eat, but when and how you eat that controls insulin more than anything else. And you don't need to starve yourself to lower it, you just need to outsmart it. Step 1, control your eating window. Shorten the hours when you eat. Your insulin levels naturally fall during fasting hours. Even a 12 to 14-hour overnight fast can make a difference. Step 2, prioritize foods that don't spike insulin, foods high in fib, your healthy fats and plant proteins. These keep your insulin calm and steady, allowing fat burning to stay active. Step 3, add movement right after meals. A short 10-minute walk after eating can lower insulin by 30%. That's the kind of power your body holds, and it's completely natural. Step 4, optimize your sleep and stress. When you don't sleep enough or stay in stress mode, cortisol rises and insulin follows. Deep sleep and calm breathing restore the body's natural insulin rhythm. And finally, step 5, consistency. Lowering insulin isn't a one-time hack, it's a lifestyle shift. Every small decision you make, the foods you choose, the timing of your meals, how you move, how you rest, adds up to flipping that fat-burning switch permanently on. When insulin levels drop, your body stops clinging to stored fat and begins to release it for energy. This is how true fat loss happens, not by restriction but by restoration. You're not fighting your body, you're teaching it to work the way it was designed to. So the next time you think weight loss is about willpower, remember this. It's about wisdom. The wisdom to understand insulin, to lower it naturally, and to let your body do what it already knows best: burn fat. Insulin is often misunderstood as just a hormone that helps control blood sugar, but in reality, it plays a much deeper role in determining whether your body stores fat or burns it. Think of insulin as the master key that decides what your body does with the energy you eat. When insulin levels are high, the body's message is clear: store energy, don't burn it. Every time you eat, especially foods high in refined carbohydrates and sugars, your insulin rises to shuttle glucose into your cells. In the short term, that's perfectly normal. But when you're constantly grazing, snacking, or eating foods that spike blood sugar, insulin stays elevated throughout the day, and your body gets stuck in storage mode. This is where most people unknowingly block their own fat loss potential. When insulin levels remain high, your fat cells are locked. They hold on to stored fat, refusing to release it for energy. No matter how little you eat or how much you exercise, if insulin is persistently high, your body simply cannot access its fat reserves. It's like trying to drive with the parking brake on. You're pressing the accelerator, but you're not moving anywhere. On the other hand, when insulin levels drop, a remarkable shift occurs. Your body finally gets permission to open those fat stores and start burning them for fuel. That's when real, effortless fat loss begins. The key is not to completely eliminate insulin because it's essential for life. Instead, the goal is to restore its natural rhythm, to allow it to rise and fall as it's supposed to. When insulin is balanced, your body can smoothly switch between burning glucose after meals and burning fat during fasting periods. This metabolic flexibility is where T keeps you energized, focused, and lean over time. It's not about starvation or cutting out all carbs. It's about understanding when your body needs fuel and when it's ready to use stored energy. This understanding changes everything about weight management. Once you realize that lowering insulin unlocks the fat-burning mechanism built into your biology, you stop seeing fat loss as a battle of willpower. You start to see it as a process of alignment, aligning your habits, your meals, and your timing with how your body was designed to function. Lowering insulin isn't a trick or a temporary hack. It's simply giving your body the freedom to do what it naturally does best: burn fat efficiently. Meal timing plays a far greater role in fat loss and insulin control than most people realize. The human body is not designed to eat from morning until midnight. Every time we eat, insulin is released to help manage the incoming nutrients, and while this is completely natural, constant eating Ian's insulin never gets a break. When insulin remains elevated for most of the day, the body stays locked in fat storage mode, unable to access stored energy for fuel. But when you give your body time between meals, especially during a daily fasting window, insulin levels have the chance to fall, allowing fat burning to activate naturally. This is the foundation of metabolic health and one of the most powerful science-backed ways to restore the body's natural rhythm. The beauty of adjusting meal timing is that it doesn't require calorie counting or extreme diets. It's about spacing your meals in a way that allows insulin to rise and fall rather than staying constantly high. For example, simply avoiding late-night eating or extending the gap between dinner and breakfast can make a major difference. When you fast overnight for 12 to 14 hours, insulin levels gradually drop and your body starts to rely on stored fat for energy instead of the last meal you ate. This process doesn't promote fat loss, it improves energy, focus, and overall hormonal balance. It's the body's natural way of cleaning, repairing, and resetting itself. Short, consistent fasting windows are often more effective than extreme fasting schedules. The goal is not starvation, but restoration. By shortening your eating window, even slightly, you teach your body to be more efficient. Many people find that eating within an 8 to 10 hour window during the day helps them maintain stable energy and burn fat more effectively. This timing approach aligns with the body's circadian rhythm, meaning you eat when your metabolism is most active and rest when your body is programmed to recover. Modern research confirms that meal timing directly influences insulin sensitivity. Eating during daylight hours and avoiding late-night snacks supports lower insulin levels and improved fat metabolism. When you eat in harmony with your body's natural rhythm, every system, from digestion to energy regulation, works more efficiently. It's a simple shift with profound results. By managing when you eat, you give insulin the rhythm it needs to unlock lasting fat loss. Smart food choices are one of the most powerful tools for managing insulin and unlocking fat loss. The foods you eat send messages to your body. They either tell it to store fat or to burn it. When you choose foods that keep insulin calm and steady, you create an internal environment that naturally supports fat burning instead of fat storing. The goal isn't to completely avoid carbohydrates or eat in deprivation. It's to focus on the quality of foods and how they affect your blood sugar. Processed foods, refined carbs, and sugary snacks cause sharp spikes in blood sugar, which trigger large surges in insulin. Over time, this constant cycle of spikes and crashes leads to insulin resistance, fatigue, and weight gain. In contrast, when you eat whole, nutrient-dense foods, your insulin response remains balanced, allowing your body to use energy efficiently and tap into fat reserves. Fiber plays a central role in controlling insulin. Foods rich in fiber, such as vegetables, legumes, seeds, and whole fruits, slow down digestion and the release of glucose into the bloodstream. This prevents sudden insulin spikes and keeps you feeling full longer, reducing cravings that often lead to overeating. Healthy fats, like those from avocados, olive oil, nuts, and fatty fish, also help stabilize blood sugar and promote satiety. When paired with fiber and protein, they create a powerful combination that keeps insulin levels low while still providing lasting energy. Protein is equally important. It has a minimal effect on insulin while helping to build and maintain lean muscle mass. Muscle tissue is metabolically active, meaning the more muscle you have, the more efficiently your body uses glucose and burns fat. By including moderate amounts of protein from sources like eggs, lentils, tofu, or lean meats, you support insulin sensitivity and overall metabolic health. Even small dietary adjustments can make a noticeable difference. Replacing refined carbohydrates with complex carbs like quinoa, sweet potatoes, or oats, and swapping sweetened beverages for water or green tea can significantly reduce insulin fluctuations. These changes not only enhance fat loss but also improve mood, focus, and energy stability throughout the day. The key is to make every meal an opportunity to nourish your body while keeping insulin calm and balanced. Over time, these consistent smart food choices retrain your metabolism to stay in fat-burning mode naturally. Without restriction or struggle, movement after meals is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to lower insulin levels and support fat loss. When you eat, glucose enters your bloodstream and insulin is released to help move that glucose into your cells. However, if you remain sedentary after eating, glucose stays elevated for longer, leading to higher insulin levels and greater fat storage. By engaging in light physical activity after meals, even something as simple as a short walk, you help your muscles absorb glucose directly from the bloodstream, reducing the need for insulin and keeping levels steady. This small shift can make a big difference in how your body processes food and manages energy. Studies have shown that just 10 minutes of light movement after eating can lower post-meal blood sugar by up to 30%. The effect is immediate, meaning your body begins to handle glucose more efficiently right away. You don't need intense workouts or long exercise sessions to achieve this. Even gentle activity like walking, stretching, or light household chores can be enough to activate your muscles and encourage better insulin sensitivity. The key is consistency, making post-meal movement a natural part of your daily routine. When you move after meals, your muscles act as glucose sponges. They draw sugar out of the bloodstream to use for energy, which means insulin doesn't have to work as hard to manage it. Over time, this improves insulin sensitivity, allowing your body to respond more efficiently to insulin and reducing the risk of resistance. This effect compounds daily, helping to stabilize energy levels, minimize sugar crashes, and promote long-term fat burning. Beyond its metabolic benefits, post-meal movement also improves digestion and reduces bloating. Gentle walking stimulates the muscles in your abdomen, supporting better circulation and aiding the digestive process. It also helps regulate appetite hormones, which can prevent overeating later in the day. By combining mindful eating with light physical activity, you create a rhythm that keeps your metabolism active and your insulin balanced throughout the day. This approach doesn't require major lifestyle changes. It's about being intentional. Standing up after a meal, walking around the block, or taking the stairs instead of sitting down right away. These small choices accumulate and teach your body to manage insulin naturally, turning everyday movement into a powerful fat loss tool. Sleep and stress are two powerful regulators of insulin that are often overlooked in the pursuit of fat loss. The body operates on delicate hormonal rhythms, and when those rhythms are disrupted by poor sleep or chronic stress, insulin levels are among the first to be affected. During restful sleep, the body repairs itself, balances hormones, and resets its sensitivity to insulin. However, when sleep is cut short or becomes irregular, the opposite happens. Studies show that even one night of insufficient sleep can cause insulin resistance, making it harder for your cells to absorb glucose. As a result, your body compensates by releasing more insulin, which promotes fat storage instead of fat burning. Over time, this pattern leads to increased hunger, sugar cravings, and slower metabolism. Even if diet and exercise remain the same, stress creates a similar response, but through a different pathway. When you experience mental or emotional stress, the body releases cortisol, the stress hormone. Cortisol is designed to give you energy in emergencies by raising blood sugar. But when stress becomes chronic, cortisol levels stay high for long periods and insulin follows. This combination keeps your body in a constant state of energy storage, making it difficult to lose fat no matter how disciplined you are with food or exercise. Additionally, high cortisol levels can lead to muscle breakdown, which further slows metabolism and increases fat gain around the belly area, where insulin receptors are most sensitive. Improving sleep quality and managing stress are therefore essential for maintaining low, steady insulin levels. Creating a consistent sleep routine, going to bed and waking up at the same time each day, helps regulate the body's internal clock and stabilize hormone production. Avoiding heavy meals, caffeine, and screen time (BEF). All bed can also promote deeper, more restorative sleep. On the stress side, incorporating mindfulness practices such as deep breathing, meditation, prayer, or spending time in nature can reduce cortisol levels and restore calm to the nervous system. Even simple daily habits like slowing your breathing during stressful moments or taking short breaks between tasks can have a measurable impact on insulin. When your body feels safe and rested, it no longer clings to fat as a survival mechanism. Balanced sleep and a peaceful mind create the internal environment your metabolism needs to work efficiently, keeping insulin levels stable and fat burning switched on naturally. When you truly understand how insulin works, everything about fat loss begins to make sense. It's not about starving yourself, cutting out entire food groups, or punishing your body with endless exercise. It's about restoring balance, giving your body the right signals so it can do what it was always meant to do, by low. Airing insulin levels naturally through smarter food choices, mindful meal timing, gentle movement, proper rest, and stress control, you activate your body's most powerful built-in system for burning fat and restoring energy. This is not a quick fix. It's a return to the body's original design, one that thrives on rhythm, balance, and nourishment. When insulin levels are steady, your energy becomes stable, your mind clearer, and your metabolism more efficient. You begin to lose fat not by force, but by cooperation, working with your body instead of against it. Every small change adds up. Every better meal choice, every walk after eating, every good night's sleep. These simple, consistent actions tell your body that it's safe to release stored energy. This is the real next generation insulin trick, not a secret formula, but a smarter way of living. So remember, that unlocks that transformation. Start small, stay consistent, and let your body do the rest. The results will not only show on the scale, but also in how you feel, more alive, lighter, and in control of your health again. Thank you for spending this time learning about how to truly unlock fat loss by understanding insulin. I hope this knowledge empowers you to make lasting changes that support your body's natural rhythm and energy. Take this information, put it into action, and let your results speak for themselves. Remember, progress begins with understanding, and lasting change begins with you. Stay healthy, stay balanced, and keep moving forward with intention. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and I wish you all the energy, health, and confidence your body is capable of achieving. Until next time, take care of yourself and goodbye.